Children's Hospital. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held phone talks with Felix Tshisekedi, President of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Presidential spokesman Bassem Radi stated that the call discussed various areas of cooperation between the two brotherly countries, on top of which following up of the Egyptian developmental efforts in the DRC. Views were also exchanged on the regional and the continental files of common interest, especially within the framework of the upcoming presidency of the DRC of the African Union for the next year, 2021. From his part, the Congolese president affirmed the aspiration to develop close bilateral relations with Egypt, expressing his country's appreciation for the Egyptians' sincere and tireless efforts to support his country at all levels and in all the international and the regional forums. President al-Sisi expressed the appreciation for the distinguished relations between Egypt and the DRC, stressing that Egypt will continue to support the DRC with the aim of consolidating the foundations of its security and stability. Also on Saturday, President al-Sisi met with the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Minister of State for Information, Osama Haykal. The meeting dealt with reviewing the work strategy of the Information Ministry. The President directed continuous work in order to keep pace with the growing technological development in the field of media and upgrading the mechanisms of communication with all the segments of the society, with the aim of providing correct and accurate knowledge and information from the reliable sources, which enhances the societal awareness and supports the preservation of the Egyptian identity. For his part, Minister Haykal presented the most prominent axis of the Information Ministry's work strategy, which aims at consolidating the commitment to the values and the principles of media work, ensure credibility and transparency in the work of various media outlets. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli. Presidential spokesman Bassem Radi said that during the meeting, the President followed up on the executive plan for the national project to develop 1,000 villages in 22 governorates. Radi said that the President was briefed on the list of proposed city centers for the development of the rural communities, which includes 50 centers distributed in various governorates. The head of state directed the immediate start of the first operational stages of the project next January, with the participation of all the concerned governmental agencies. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, Mr. Sayyid Al-Qusayr, the Minister of Agriculture, Major General Muhammad Amin, the advisor of the President of the Financial Affairs, Lieutenant General Osama Rabia, Chairman of the Suez Canal Authority, and Major General Hamdi Badin, Chairman of the National Fishery Company. In this context, the President was briefed on the efforts to diversify the technology applied in the aquaculture sector, in partnership with the most prestigious foreign expertise, with the aim of increasing production and meeting the domestic needs. The President directed that all these studies be completed to provide the factors for success and to achieve the desired results for the planned projects, to increase production and to have the capacity to support the national path to achieving food security by integrating with the existing projects with the outstanding production and outcome from the fish farms. Egypt reported 1,133 new coronavirus infections. The Health Ministry also reported 49 new deaths. The ministry said that 513 patients were discharged from the hospitals. Earlier, and amid the rising number of the coronavirus cases, the Cabinet discussed the measures to curb the pandemic in a meeting headed by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli. The Prime Minister announced banning the public festivities and gatherings, as well as sticking to the anti-coronavirus precautionary measures on New Year's Eve. Hungary is following the fellow European